Welcome to So Very Kristi. I'm Kristi Phillips, your show host, and I'm so excited about the show today. It's going to be a blast. And first, I want to introduce my co-host and really great friend, Jen Johnson. She is a transformational leader, and she also facilitates a mastermind that I'm part of, which we're going to talk about her very first retreat. That was just amazing.
Really talk about all the great things that happened.
I mean, we had some great things happen, and I told y'all last week that we'd probably talk about it today, and we're going to. So, yay. And I would like to introduce my guest, Kaylee Nicole. She's an amazing singer, 18-year-old, if you can believe it.
Wait till you hear her sing.
I mean,
wait till you hear her sing.
She's extremely talented, and it has some really cool stuff and an announcement that she really hasn't told everybody yet. So she's launching it here on So Very Kristi.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it.
I'm so excited about it.
I don't even know what it is.
You're going to love it.
Okay,
It's amazing. We're not going to tell you yet, though. Okay. That's going to be later, so you have to stay with us the whole time, okay? And she's going to be singing a song for us today, too, and we just heard it, and it's amazing.
I know. Well, what I said before we started is I said, trust me, y'all would rather just them sing this whole show, because I was just sitting here saying, can y'all do some Stevie Nicks? Can you do Fleetwood Mac and all? I mean, amazing, the two of you together. You're in. Everybody's in for a really big treat.
We're going to harmonize. It's going to be fun.
Maybe
I love singing with other people. It's just so much fun.
I know. Maybe we can talk you into taking on some requests.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll get Ziggy in the background. He's going to become a mixed
He's
in
like,
the back.
We can do that a cappella. We can do it. Yeah, and that's
anything
okay.
you want a cappella.
Yeah. Ziggy is the maestro over there. He's the magic behind all the cameras. So
he is the magic behind the cameras.
So so this retreat that we just went on was awesome. I mean, I knew it was going to be awesome, but I didn't know it was going to be this awesome. And I think, a lot of us that went on the trip have known Jen's for a while. We knew it was going to be awesome because pretty much everything she does is awesome. And if she says, hey, let's go here, and I won't even know why, I'll just be like, okay. I don't know why I'm here.
But that's the kind of people you should be hanging out with, right?
Because it always turns out to be like more than it's something I knew I needed, and I didn't know I needed it, right?
Yeah, you need to be hanging around with people like that.
That's right. More of them. Surround yourself with a lot of those, and you'll be good. So I have a little clip now, of the trip. I was inspired to do a little clip to tell everyone how awesome this trip was, because, we're on the beach and looking all crazy, but hey, it doesn't matter because the beach looks awesome. And just listen to the words and look at the beach and we'll be good. Hey everybody, I just have had the most amazing experience. Not only has it been just refreshing and relaxing, but most importantly, this retreat that I've just been on all weekend is Jen Johnson's Mastermind Planning Retreat. It will help you reach your goals in at least half the time, if not more. The collectiveness of the group, her expertise, along with Dave Johnson, her husband's expertise. He's a CEO of a huge company. I mean, it's just priceless. I can't say enough great things about it. If you need more information, just message me below. I'd be happy to share with you everything that I've learned and help you get to the next level in your life. So there it is.
Well, I love it, but I know that we're all talking in the background, and so when I'm listening to the ocean and I'm listening to what you're saying, I'm like also listening to all of us in the background just chatting it up.
Yeah.
It was
that
amazing.
was the last day, and we had just a little time before some of us had to get on the plane and everything, and we were just having a blast and relaxing. But I tell you what, the collectiveness of the group is the thing, because I don't know if it's an epiphany or not, but a discovery, okay? So I had a discovery. So, when I started this show, I had no idea what I was doing. I still barely know. But with the help of all these people,
you don't need to know.
We make it through it every week. We make it through it.
You don't need to know.
And that's kind of what I'm used to doing, is flying by the seat of my pants, except for the last, couple of years. I'm getting better at planning. She's a master planner, okay? And so you need one of those if you're not one in your life. And so that's what this trip was. It was planning your 2019, and I was excited about it because I was going to get help. And so out of the trip, a girl on the trip, Robin, a bear, she said, I have a great idea. And she had the greatest idea to call my show Beauticians and Musicians.
I know, and I love that.
And those are the two things that I love, that I'm passionate about, and always have been since little bitty, both of those. And so, and it's kind of an old school vintage thing, but I just love it. And so Beauticians and Musicians, and I have musicians on, and then I have some great people lined up that are in the beauty industry, and we'll be giving you some great tips and continue that going as well.
Well, what I love about it is, obviously we're all on a journey. I mean, our lives it's a journey. And I believe with every fiber of my being that we're all sent here with a divine purpose and a divine calling. And we've all been given special gifts and talents. But doggone it, how come it's so difficult to figure your own out? You can look at other people and say, oh my gosh, you're amazing here and you're amazing there. Mm-hmm. But we take it for granted for ourselves, which is one of the reasons why it's so important to do mastermind planning. So obviously we do have a mastermind, and we do some incredible things to help people with their personal development, their professional development, their legacy development. But you also have to make sure that your annual planning, first you got that big picture, and then you've got the annual planning. But it was during the collaborative annual planning when we were talking about the show, and it just came out. And that's why, 2 beds are better than 1, and 3 are better than 2. And I always say 10 heads are better than 2. And so good grief, some magic happened. And it just immediately, the minute she said that, we were all like, yes, that's it. And you loved it.
Yeah.
Because it really does encompass.
You didn't have to think about it.
It just encompasses.
Instant, yeah.
I know. But yeah, we're all kind of like, we're like,
thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Robin.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to Robin.
That's right. I didn't have a name for my show, and I didn't try to name it. But then now it pretty much, it's pretty self-explanatory. Beauticians and Musicians.
Yeah, I know. And the thing that I think is so cool too is, and we discussed this, was beauticians really, it's anybody that makes your life more beautiful and more abundant. Like we had Priya Patel on a couple weeks ago, and she really talks about the intentionality and mindfulness and being aware of living your life. And that 100% enhances and beautifies your life. Yes. So that's why it is. And I do like that vintage, because you're all about vintage. And then the other thing we talked about is one of your biggest messages that you say over and over again is you're never too old and you're never too young. And that's what's so awesome is we've got these incredible people that have come on 18 years old, 15 years old, 9 years old.
9 years old,
and you really are. You're never too old and you're never too young to really start to develop those talents and gifts and bless the world with them. So I think it's perfect.
And I love what you said too. If it's something that you have always done, you just don't think it's as big a deal as
you
it
take
is.
It for granted.
Like I was watching Behind the Music the other day, and she said, Tori Kelly said that she, they always sang. And so she just did it all the time, didn't think much about it until,
Wait till y'all hear these two sing today. I mean, that's why I said you're going to say, just keep singing. I mean, it's amazing, but you can't succeed alone. And that's another thing I love about this show. I love about what we do, because we really are helping people step out into their greatness and play bigger in the world. That's what it's all about.
I love it. So thank you again, Robin, and this show's for you.
We're going to dedicate this show to Robin Hebert.
All right, so that was fun. Well, Kaylee, you've got some incredible things, but tell us, some things about you, so like a background, like when you got started in music, or how young were you when you just started singing and you thought, hey, I can sing?
I was really young, so I'm adopted. So my parents are a lot different from me, so they kind of had to discover with me like what I was passionate about, what I was good at, what I like to do. So at a very young age, they put me in a kinder music class, which, you know, babies do little music stuff. And they're like,
so
this,
cute.
I was like, I think 4 months old. And
Oh my gosh.
I was like making noises trying to sing, and they're like, this girl's going to be a singer. And I was like,
Wow.
no,
4 months?
I'm doing, yeah, I was like 4 or 6 months old, something like that.
That's the youngest.
I know, but what I was going to say is I have 3 biological kids, and it really is cool because at that young age like that, you really do have your personality and you start to exhibit it.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that I noticed with all 3 of my kids, even at that young of an age, you start to, as a parent, if you're watching, pick up on stuff like that. So that's amazing. So they knew you were going to be an amazing singer at that point, at that time.
Not about amazing, but they knew I loved music. So then throughout, like, since then, I've just been trying to figure out my niche. I think that's how you say it.
Right.
And, like, music. I've done choir. I've done theater, musical theater. Just different little things, trying to figure out exactly what I like. And in the past couple of years, I finally figured out, you know, I really like soul, R&B, pop music, and I really love singing, songwriting, and playing piano.
Now, when did you start your formal training in the music industry?
In popular music industry, I started my training only a year ago.
Wow.
So,
But what have you been doing ever since you were 4 months old, girl?
I was doing a lot of musical theater.
Okay.
So,
all right.
That's cool though to have that under your belt.
And then I was doing kind of like transition of piano and singing together, figuring out how to do that in the past like 2 or 3 years. And then just in the past year when I was in the master program at Septian, I was able to really like hone in on what I love.
So how many instruments do you play?
I actually only play piano.
Okay, but still, that's amazing.
But yeah, I'm going to start learning how to play guitar. I just have to cut these nails off.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know.
rats.
I
Oh,
wanna
man,
do that
Kaylee.
too. Like, again, you're never
I
too
don't know.
old.
I don't, you're never
tried-
too old and you're never too young.
I took lessons with guitar once, and I wasn't practicing, and I was already an adult, so I had to say, if you don't start practicing, you're not going to take any lessons.
Yeah.
I did say that to myself.
But so how old were you though when you started piano?
I started piano when I was 5.
Okay.
I started with classical, so I can still pick up on some classical stuff, and I'm trying to get back into it just because I love music as a whole, like no matter what it is. And so I did classical for like 5 years, and then in the past 4 years maybe, I started doing like actual pop, kind of being able to accompany myself.
And then when did you start writing music?
I've been writing music since I was really young.
Oh,
so
that's
I'd
cool.
just be in the shower, like singing random stuff, kind of like just figuring out what I like.
Well, you know, I was watching a show on Netflix the other day, and it was Don Henley. I think it was Don Henley, and he said when he first got into the music industry, I think it was Bob Skaggs, and they were talking, and he said, Bob Skaggs said, "Hey, do you write music?" And he said, "No, I don't." And he said, "Well, you have to." And he said, "When you first start, you're going to suck at it." And
That's good to know.
And, but that's so true, because when you first start anything, you're going to suck at it. So don't, get the expectations right, folks. You got to, but if you love it, you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And I think that's one of the things I say all the time is, if it's your passion, you don't care how long something takes.
Yeah.
You don't care. But if it's something that you're trying to do just because you're trying to do it, when things get tough, and they're going to get tough, you want to quit. So you can, I don't know if y'all can feel this, but you can just feel the energy coming out of you that this is what you love and it's your passion. And she's got a smile, ear to ear. Just wait till you hear her sing. But how fun is that you found this so early in your life?
Yeah, I love it. It's definitely been hard for me to really realize that this is what I want to do with my life, because, you get those thoughts in, I don't know if I can make a living. I don't know if I can really support a family. I don't know if I can be big. But the thing is, you don't have to be big to be able to make a living in music.
Well, these days, especially with, social media.
Yeah. My goal is just being able to do what I love and being able to live off of it.
Right.
That's my goal. I just want to do what I love.
Well, and here's something too, and I think it's so important. One of the things I tell people all the time is you have to have some type of financial stability. Mm-hmm. But a job to give you financial stability while you're creating and doing all the other things, there's not a darn thing wrong with it. And that's one thing that personally I see a lot of people, especially in the world of entrepreneurship, where they've got a dream, they've got gifts and talents, but they try to put all their eggs in that basket and they don't have some type of financial input coming in, and you have to have it. But at your age, you got some parents that are helping you for a while.
Yeah,
so,
and I have a job.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
so
trying to
you
make
know,
money.
you're on the right track. I mean, you're
Thank
on the
you.
right track, which is great.
Thank you.
And so is your EP now? She's doing an EP.
Yes.
Now
Well, you got to
explain to everybody-
explain
yeah.
what that is now.
Is that a 6 song?
It depends. It's just basically a shorter version of an album.
Right.
It's what most like newer artists come out with. And I'm thinking about 3 or 4 songs. I'm still working on what I'm writing with it. So I'm hoping to do a single before it comes out, which I'm currently working on. And then a couple more songs. I'm thinking of one of my friends who's a really great rapper, singer, and producer is going to be featuring on one of them. I'm excited about it.
Awesome.
Oh,
He's
that's
great.
awesome.
So it's all originals.
Yes, all originals for sure.
That's so cool.
That
I
is
can't
so cool.
wait.
I'm excited.
I know. I mean, are you going to sing one of your originals today?
Not today.
All right.
So
You'll have to wait for
next
that.
time when that comes out, you have to come back
Yes.
and sing one of your originals.
You
I'd
have
love
to.
to.
Yes,
I
you
definitely will.
definitely. You've
What's
got
the
to.
target date again?
In the next 6 months, I'm thinking the full thing should be out. The single in the next couple months.
Now, when you're writing music, how long does that take?
It varies.
Okay.
Like it really varies. I've been able to sit down and write a song in 30 minutes, and I've worked on songs for 6 months.
Oh, okay.
So,
that
like, what's
sounds
your
right.
process? I mean, we've asked people this before, and
Usually what I do is I'm just like feeling really inspired. So I'm like, okay, let's sit down, play some chords, and kind of sing along with it, see where that comes. And so I'm playing piano, and then I just start humming a melody, just adding words in based on what I'm feeling, because all music is about passion. It's about what you're feeling.
Right.
And then I just say, oh, that sounds good. That doesn't sound good. And I start writing it down.
But I love it that you don't second guess yourself on your writing. You know what I mean? I mean, because just exactly like you said, it's your passion and it comes from your heart. And if it's inspired and you're thinking it, you have to put it down.
Definitely.
But I think that's really true with content in general. I think that we have inspiration that comes to us all the time, and we just say, whatever, and we don't take the time to write it down because we're not musicians. What are we doing? But if something comes into your head, and I will say, over the last year, I've been writing a book, and I got to give a shout out to Miss Tammy Kling, who is helping me with that, and Tiara Tompkins from On Fire Books. But one of the things they said at the very first meeting was, she said, now that you've made a decision that you're going to share your message that has been given to you, because it's really not our message. They're not your words. They're not my words. It's a message that we're trying to get out. The minute that idea or that inspiration comes, you have to write it down. So I find myself always putting, notes in my phone. I'll write stuff down, and then I just try to really work on it. And I would think that's the exact same thing that happens with
Definitely.
your music. Is you're cruising around somewhere, and then you just start getting flooded with ideas and thoughts.
Mm-hmm. I've even recently noticed, I'm just like, oh, I got to pull up my phone and write down something that I heard that is cool inspiration. And then I have this journal book thing that I have songs that are half finished from 6th grade that I'm still trying to
That's
cool. I want to add that into a new
cool.
song. So
I love that. So you're awesome. Okay. So I mean, we talk about this all the time, don't we, Kristi? How many journals and books do you have of all your notes?
oh my gosh, mine may not be for inspiration. Mine's just because I'm like, oh, let's put it over here. Oh, wait, what book did I put that in? I don't know.
Probably a lot, right?
Yeah, I have 3 or 4 actual books, but my notes, I can't even tell you how many notes I have in my phone.
Yeah,
and voice memos.
Yeah, see, that's the thing it's like you got to use this technology, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Use this technology because it comes to you like that, and it also will leave like that as well.
True.
I love that.
That has happened to me. I'm sure
Yeah,
it's happened to a
me
lot of
too.
people.
Oh yeah, only
I'll remember that later.
yeah,
Not gonna happen.
and
Not
that's
gonna
like
happen.
no, and then you don't remember it.
Yeah.
That's right.
I've like had dreams at night where I like am literally writing songs in my sleep, and then I wake up, I'm like, I wish I remembered that.
Right, exactly.
So weird.
Do you get up in the middle of the night?
Sometimes.
Yeah. You make yourself?
You have to.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Like I get up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh, I just had a great dream, inspiration, gotta write it down.
Yeah, I was listening to this thing, personal development. I forget who it was. Maybe it was Tony Robbins. I don't remember, but that's what he said. If you wake up, and it was like he was talking to a bunch of people, and he said it was all like about the same time, 2 or 3 or something. That's kind of the inspiration point. He's like, get up. Don't go back to sleep.
Yeah, you have to.
Get up, sit there, and just see.
Right. It's the same thing with your dreams. First of all, our brains, and I know this is the topic of our show, but our brains are so amazing. And if you will get up immediately, to your point, and write things down, it will cement that. But if not, even a dream, if you get up and you don't tell someone and you don't write it down, you won't remember it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm dying to hear you sing.
I know. Y'all have to hear her sing.
Are you ready?
Let me take a drink of water.
Okay.
Let's take a drink of water.
Let's all take a drink. I need one.
Everybody take a drink of water out there. Or whatever it is you're drinking. I know Tim Gillette's watching. And
hey, Tim.
Tim, I don't know what you're drinking, but
Lisa Tate, I bet she's watching.
I don't know.
Hey,
I haven't seen her.
I've seen her on there.
I know. I'm watching. I'm interacting with the folks.
Oh, okay. I'm just guessing. I'm just got mine here for fun. Okay. Okay, so Kaylee is going to sing a song, and it's beautiful because we got to hear a little bit of it before. It's called Best Part.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, hey, you don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly is the sweetest thing, and it don't change. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're the sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Whoa, oh, you're the best part. Whoa, best part is that sunshine in those brown eyes, yeah. You're the one that I desire. When you wake up and we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the talent I take when my head hurts. You're the sunlight of my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Whoa, oh, you're the best part. Whoa, best part. If you let me, won't you say something? If you let me, won't you? Won't you? If you let me, won't you say something? If you let me, won't you? Let me, won't you? If you let me, won't you say something? If you let me, won't you? Oh, if you let me, won't you say something? If you let me, won't you? Let me, won't you? If you let me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Oh, if you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you?
Woo!
Yay!
Yes.
Thank you so
See,
much.
I told y'all.
lots
I
and lots of
told y'all.
goosebumps.
I know it was amazing. But you know, so would you just not love to have somebody sing that to you like every day?
Yeah.
Because as she's singing this, I'm thinking, well, this is a movie, and I am the best part. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just to have that's the gift that both of you
You do have
have.
soul, sister.
Girl,
Thank
you
you.
got so much soul. You have so much soul.
So
This
much.
is your calling. I mean, 100%. And I'm just going to, I swear to you, Kristi, I'm going to have to go get the darn thing and have all these people sign it.
Look, I brought it.
You did? Yes. Oh my gosh. Because I'm telling you, we have got so many like big, huge stars, you know, you included, that come in here on a consistent basis that we need your autograph. I'm sorry. And then when y'all are out touring, you know, don't forget me now because I'm coming. I'm going to come.
Yes, I brought it, and I brought
Yay!
a Sharpie.
I love it. We didn't even plan
Awesome.
that. We didn't even plan that today.
I just was like, okay, this is the day.
That's good.
Today is the day.
Could be a sign. I don't know.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
incredible.
Thank
That
you
was
so much.
so good.
It's fun.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah, so how many hours a week do you practice?
Depends, because I'm also juggling school, job, SAT,
Oh, right.
applications. So I try to practice at least once a day, every day, whether it's just like singing through a couple songs or like going in depth and doing like a couple hours of songwriting or something like that.
Now,
But
do your friends just love listening to you sing? Do they want to say, sing to me?
I don't really sing with my friends that often. Sometimes I
Right,
do,
right.
but
I got you.
I'm the kind of person that doesn't want to
Draw attention to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Other than when I'm performing, I'm
Right,
kind of
right.
like in it.
Uh-huh.
Other than like, oh, look at me.
So you're gonna go, so you're applying for colleges and
Yes,
all that.
ma'am.
Where do you want to go?
My dream college is University of Southern California at the Thornton School of
Wow,
Music.
wow, that's amazing. You're gonna get in.
I hope so.
You are. You're gonna get
Do
in.
you have to
There's no doubt.
audition, or what do you have to do?
So I have to apply to the actual USC, and then I have to apply to the Thornton School of Music. And for the Thornton School of Music, I have to do an audition and a pre-screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little nervous but excited about it. I'm hoping I'm going to sing the song Evergreen by Yeba, if y'all have heard that song.
Yes,
So good. Audition song.
that's awesome.
Awesome.
Excited.
Yes, well, you're gonna
Yay.
make it. You're gonna make it. I see
Totally,
you
totally.
all over the place. I can't wait, and we'll come see you in California too.
That
So
sounds
excited.
awesome. Now, okay, we have a special announcement, right?
Oh, yes.
So tell everybody what you're doing, which this is going to blow your mind. It's so amazing. I'm going to let you tell it.
Okay, so my friend Soleil came to me and she said that she has this great idea for a nonprofit and it's going to be called Soul Note. So what we're going to be doing, I'm the vice president and she's the president. So what we're going to be doing is going to kids who aren't able to take lessons because they're expensive,
Right.
Right.
who aren't
No
able
doubt.
to take lessons or aren't able to learn about different music instruments or songwriting or any of that and be able to give free lessons to them and volunteer our time for that.
I love that,
That is so
idea.
amazing.
I love that
I'm excited.
idea.
We're focusing on foster kids and like homeless shelters for kids specifically.
Yes.
And different things like that because as I said, I'm adopted and so I was really blessed to be able to be adopted and have opportunities that I have, but some of the kids, they don't have that. And we want to be able to share that with everyone who wants it because music is such a therapy and it's such a passion that some kids aren't necessarily able to get out or don't even know they have in them.
That's
Until
so
we can show
true.
them.
That's so true. So we do
love
have to
that.
get you connected with all of the philanthropic stuff that Tammy Kling and On Fire Books does
would
because they
love
do
to.
a lot with that, and then also Nancy Lieberman does a lot
Right.
with the underserved children as well.
would love that.
yeah,
Yes.
how awesome! You will leave. You know, I'm a big for big brothers and big sisters, and you leave feeling it's really more for you than for the people that you're helping. I mean, honestly, you just leave and you feel like $1 million
Yeah.
because you got to give back.
For sure.
Yeah, you'll have to put the information because it's Soul, S-O-L.
Yes.
Right?
So we're going to be having a launch party. We're thinking
cool.
about November 10th. And so just kind of like sharing our goals for our year and what's to come, and allowing people to volunteer and, you know, donate.
I love it.
And so the donations will be going towards saving up for instruments for the kids to have.
I love
That is
it.
awesome. I
This
love
is
that.
awesome. Hey, maybe this
Great.
will be the charity that we help next year for our mastermind.
Good.
That would be amazing.
Awesome.
Ah, good thoughts.
Way to go, Soleil. How do I say that?
Soleil.
Soleil.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure I was saying her name
love
correctly.
it.
I have heard her sing, and she's an amazing singer
is.
What
as
a great
well.
idea.
Yeah, she's
What a
awesome.
great
Hey, I
idea.
need to have you on the show.
Yeah.
For sure. That sounds awesome. Well, I think this song that I'm going to sing is perfect for this.
Yes.
This whole show, actually. And she's going to sing some harmonies with me, which just makes it even more fun.
I love it.
There I was with the old man, stranded again. So off I ran, the young world crashing around me. No possibilities of getting what I need. He looked at me and smiled, said, no, 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 child. See the dog and butterfly up in the air, he liked to fly. Dog and butterfly, though she had to try, and she rolled back down to the warm, soft ground, laughing. She don't know why. She don't know why. Dog and butterfly. Well, I stumbled upon your secret place, safe in the trees. You had tears on your face, wrestling with your desires. Frozen strangers stealing your fires. The message hit my mind. Only words that I could find. See the dog and butterfly up in the air, he liked to fly. Dog and butterfly, low she had to try, and she rolled back down to the warm, soft ground, laughing to the sky, to the sky. Dog and butterfly. We're getting older, the world's getting colder. For the life of me, I don't know the reasons why. Maybe it's living, making us giving. Hearts rolling in, taking back on the time. We're balanced together, oceans upon the sky. Another night in a strange town, moonlight holding the light is down. Voice of confusion inside of me, just begging to go back to where I'm free. Feels like I'm through, and the old man's words are true. See the dog and butterfly up in the air, he likes to fly. Dog and butterfly, below she had to try, and she rolled back down to the warm, soft ground, and a tear in her eye. the sky. She had to try. Dog and butterfly, yeah. Up in the air he liked to fly. Dog and butterfly. Below she had to try, and she rolled back down to the warm soft ground and laughed. She don't know why. She had to try. Yes, she had to try. Dog and butterfly. Ooh.
Yay. Okay, you've got to, I just see you singing on the stage at events and at weddings. I mean, I'm sorry, anybody needs her. I mean, y'all are crazy. I mean,
Get a tissue.
I mean, no, it's amazing.
I love these kind of inspirational songs, and those are the kind that I'm drawn to, really.
Yeah,
So.
both of you are
I love
incredible.
it.
Both of you are incredible. Y'all could have
job.
sang.
One more hug. Let me take
I
this
know.
out of
Y'all
my
could have
ear.
sang about 10 more songs, and that would have made me happy.
I just was smiling, watching Jen smiling. She has such a great smile. Well, this has been an awesome show.
As
I loved it.
always.
It was so much fun. And thank you, Jens, as always. You just make it even that much better. And thank you for being on. And
Thank
you're
you so
going to
much for
have to
having
come
me.
back. Keep us posted.
Yes.
I'd love
I'll have to have Soleil on the show
Yes.
too. I'm sure things will be moving along by the time I have her on, and we can find out what else is going on with this Soul Note, SOLNOTE, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for watching So Very Kristi, and we'll be back next Monday at 2:00.